Hello friends, welcome once again to the newspaper analysis program for Ravivar Sambad Visleshana program on Swayam Pathshala Odisha. Today we'll discuss about the current affairs that I have extracted from the newspaper reports starting from 1st July to 5th July. So let us see Covaxin, India's first coronavirus vaccine candidate approved for human trials. So Covaxin is the name of the first coronavirus vaccine to be approved for human trials in India. It is developed by Bharat Biotech International Limited (BBIL). The company is situated in Hyderabad, along with the Indian Council of Medical Research, that is the government-owned institute or the organization responsible for several research and development activities in medical science, and National Institute of Virology (NIV). It is situated in Pune. Okay, so Indian Council of Medical Research has a number of labs under it. So they conduct various types of medical research. Okay, so the Covaxin is developed by these three institutes, jointly developed by the help of these three institutes, and mainly the Bharat Biotech International Limited. Okay, so the director of who is the director of ICMR, that is the Indian Council of Medical Research. He is Professor Balram Bhargava. He is a famous cardiologist in the All Indian Institute of Medical Science, New Delhi. And question may come, who is the founder and chairman of BBIL, that is the Bharat Biotech International Limited. Okay, so he is Dr. Krishna M. Ella, and the director of NIV, the National Institute of Virology, Pune, is Professor Priya Abraham. Okay, so the vaccine actually got a nod from DGCI, which is what is DGCI? DGCI is Drugs Controller General of India, the organization responsible for giving license to different medicines. Okay, and who is the director? Who is the Drug Controller General of India? He is VG Somani. Okay. So let us see the SARS-CoV-2 virus strain isolated at National Institute of Virology helped in developing Covaxin. So what is SARS-CoV-2? SARS-CoV-2, the full form of SARS-CoV-2 is Severe Acute Respiratory Syndrome Coronavirus 2. That is SARS Coronavirus 2. That is the full form SARS-CoV-2. Severe Acute Respiratory Syndrome Coronavirus. So it was announced by, the name was announced by ICTV. ICTV, the full form of ICTV is International Committee on Taxonomy of Viruses. Okay, taxonomy means naming something. Suppose we can call plant taxonomy, and plant taxonomy, that is naming of plants. Okay, so SARS coronavirus was announced by coronavirus 2. The name itself was announced by ICTV, and WHO actually announced the COVID-19 as the name of this disease. See, COVID-19 is the name of the disease, but SARS-CoV-2 is the name of the virus. Like AIDS is the name of the disease, and HIV is the name of the virus. Okay, so the virus, because since this coronavirus 2, that is which results in causing COVID-19. Okay, so this virus is genetically related to SARS outbreak due to coronavirus in 2003. That was SARS-CoV-1, that is SARS coronavirus 1, and this virus SARS-CoV-2 is genetically related, but they are different viruses. It is quite more dangerous than SARS-CoV-1. That was the outbreak happened in 2003. Okay, and Bharat Biotech, the company, the pharmaceutical company, previously developed Rotovac vaccine. Rotovac was a vaccine. It is the India's first indigenously developed vaccine against rotavirus. Rotavirus is a type of virus which kills millions of children. It generally attacks a million of children throughout the world. Okay, So rotavirus vaccine was Rotovac, developed by Bharat Biotech. Okay, and let's see some short points. Submit MRP of all medical devices within 10 days. NPPA. What is the full form of NPPA? National Pharmaceutical Pricing Authority. The organization responsible for looking after and regulating the pricing of the price of MRP of different medical instruments infrastructure throughout India. And what is BIRAC? That is Biotechnology Industry Research Assistant Council. Okay, and it is the organization is under the Department of DBT, that is Department of Biotechnology. So again, some short points we can see here. Ashok Leyland to focus on exports. These are some of the newspaper headlines. So Ashok Leyland, you must know that Ashok Leyland is a very famous Indian automobile manufacturer. Okay, so automobile like Ashok Leyland trucks, Ashok Leyland bus, you must have seen and heard. And the owner is the Hinduja Group. Hinduja Group owns Ashok Leyland company. Okay, so RITES, RITES renews pact with Coal India for rail infrastructure business. So what is the full form of RITES? That is Rail India Technical and Economic Service. It is an engineering consultancy company and specializing in the field of transport infrastructure, Government of India. So what is the caption of rights? Different company have their own captions. Okay, so the caption of rights is the infrastructure people. So rights is again a PSU, that is the public sector unit. Okay, government owned government owned organization, and it has also got Mani Ratna status. France has got a new prime minister this July, and the name of the new Prime Minister of France is Jean Castex. Okay, and the former Prime Minister of France was Edouard Philippe. The President of France, Emmanuel Macron, named the new Prime Minister of France. Next point, Jio Meet launched by Reliance Jio. Jio Meet is actually a web video conferencing app. Okay, it is just like Zoom or Google Meet app for video conferencing. Next short points. Zoya Khan becomes India's first transgender operator of CSC, that is the Common Service Center. Common Service Center is the organization or the physical facilities for delivering Government of India e-services to rural locations. The villages or the rural locations where actually there is no availability of internet connectivity. So this Common Service Center is the facility of the Government of India to deliver e-services to those areas. So this week has been a very good week for the transgender community, because the CRPF and BSF paramilitary forces also agreed to recruit transgenders in their organization. Okay, and another good news for the transgender community, this is actually a regional news, that transgenders now to get Madhubabu pension in Odisha. In the state of Odisha, there is a scheme called Madhubabu Pension Yojana, that is MBPY, that is a beneficial scheme initiated under the Department of Social Security and Empowerment of Persons with Disabilities. Okay, and now the transgenders community are also included in MBPY. So next point, NTPC signs MOU with IOCL and SDMC for development of waste to energy. So NTPC is a very famous organization that you all know, that is National Thermal Power Corporation, that is also a Maharatna PSU, Maharatna status PSU, and IOCL, that is Indian Oil Corporation Limited, that is again a Maharatna PSU, and both the organization have signed an MOU with SDMC, that is the South Delhi Municipal Corporation, to work in collaboration for the development of waste to energy. Okay, and the MOU was signed in the August presence of Sri Dharmendra Pradhan, who is the Minister of Petroleum and Natural Gas. Again, R.K. Singh, as I have said in the last video, R.K. Singh is the Minister of MNRE, that is the Ministry of New and Renewable Energy, and he has also got some other portfolios. You have to go through the last video. Okay, and please be careful with these portfolio questions because they change over a time. Okay, so you have to be very cautious while answering these questions. And Sri Anil Bajaj is the Lieutenant Governor of Delhi. So the next point is Pradhan Mantri Garib Kalyan Ann Yojana. It is extended to November 2020. Okay, so this scheme is actually extended in view of the COVID-19 pandemic and to help the poor people of India. Okay, and under this scheme, distribution of 5 kg of wheat or rice to the poor families and 1 kg of pulses. Okay, so this scheme, that is the Ann Yojana scheme, Pradhan Mantri Garib Kalyan Ann Yojana scheme, is actually a subsidiary of Pradhan Mantri Garib Kalyan Yojana (PMKGY). Okay, so under this Yojana, the Prime Minister after the lockdown, that is after the March 24th, he announced a 1.75 lakh crore package under this Pradhan Mantri Garib Kalyan Yojana. Okay, and this is a table with the number of beneficiaries, who are the eligible beneficiaries, and what was the amount that was declared by the Government of India. And different beneficiaries are actually included under the PMKGY Yojana, that is the ration card holders and Corona warriors, that is the health workers, farmers who are registered in PM Kisan Yojana, and they will get a rupees 2000 in the they have already got rupees 2000 in the first week of April. And Jan Dhan account holders, especially women, will be given rupees 500 for 3 months. Okay, and Ujjwala scheme, that is the cylinder for poor people. And under this PM Garib Kalyan Rozgar Abhiyan, the 50,000 crore is being sanctioned under this Rozgar Abhiyan of the Pradhan Mantri Garib Kalyan Rozgar Abhiyan, and it is actually extended to 6 states and extended to 116 districts spread over 6 states, and the states are Bihar, Uttar Pradesh, Madhya Pradesh, Rajasthan, Jharkhand and Odisha. So in these 6 states, actually the daily workers who have returned from different other states to these to their home states, they will get employment opportunities under PM Garib Kalyan Rozgar Abhiyan. Okay, so again, next point is Swachh Sarvekshan or the Cleanliness Survey 2021 is launched. Okay, it is an annual survey, that is the Swachh Sarvekshan is an annual survey of cleanliness, hygiene and sanitation in cities and towns across India. Okay, and first survey was undertaken in 2016. The surveys are carried out by Quality Council of India, and water management is the main focus of the 6th edition of Swachh Sarvekshan Survey 2021. It was actually launched by Union Housing and Urban Affairs Minister Hardeep Singh Puri. Okay, and he also holds some other portfolio like Minister of State Independent Charge for Civil Aviation. Again, some short points. ITBP Director to continue to head PSF. You must be knowing that the full form of ITBP, that is Indo-Tibetan Border Police. Okay, and the Director General of ITBP currently is Sri S.S. Deswal, and he is also the head of or the Director General of BSF, that is the Border Security Force. So again, the next point is India bans 59 Chinese apps, including TikTok, Hello, and WeChat. And these are some famous applications that we were using previously, but TikTok was one of the very famous video sharing app that was used by the Indians widely. But in view of this LAC situation which is undergoing between India and China, the government of India banned 59 Chinese apps. Okay, so Section 69A of the Information Technology Act 2000 empowers the government to block any content in the national interest. Okay, and the TikTok was owned by ByteDance Limited company, that is a Chinese multinational company situated in Beijing. So for today this much, and for more informative and educational videos like this, please like and subscribe this channel. Thank you.